right, what is going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports, the realest sport podcast in all the land. We got a great show for you guys today. I think we've done a pretty good job of, adding new things to the show to keep it fresh. We got a couple of new segments in today's show, but without any further ado, this is your first time watching or listening. I go by the name of KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Y'all already know, Spade. We got a great show lined up for these guys. We got some fun things. We got some sad things to talk about. But nonetheless, we got a great show for you guys. Spade, let me kick it off. Let me just jump right into the NBA where I know you want to be. Anyway.
All right.
Right?
Let's get it.
You already know.
You already know.
Spade, we got to talk about, we want to take it down to Oklahoma. And I know people like, what happened to Oklahoma? If you guys don't know, Golden State Warriors played the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Thunder was up 3-1. Spade, we gotta talk about Oklahoma City's meltdown. They let the Warriors come back from 3-1, and the Warriors are in the NBA Finals. Before we talk about the finals, Spade, I felt like the last time we did the show, I said the Thunder can definitely thunder, and they did.
Yeah.
And they had a complete meltdown. Spade, what do we think about the Thunder? Let me know your thoughts. I got a couple questions for you, Spade, before you go.
All right, go ahead.
1, what do we think about the Thunder's meltdown? 2, what's going to happen with KD in Oklahoma City? And 3, is it time to blow that up? So let me know your thoughts.
All right. The first thing I got to do is this. Now, if I give somebody credit, if I say anything and I realize at a later date maybe I need to recant a statement, I'm pretty good at taking that back. First thing I want to do is take all of my credit back from Billy Donovan.
Yeah. Wait. Spade,
You like this? You like this? Because I ain't wrong.
Because it was about 2 episodes, which is 2 weeks. You was like, give Billy some credit. Billy was a strong arm performer of the week.
And he deserved it.
Billy made strong arm performer of the week, Spade.
He deserved it.
Spade.
But I mean,
Spade.
just because he was good 2 weeks ago don't mean that he's got to pass for the rest of his life.
I think we give these coaches too much credit, man. I don't think they...
I don't. Now, see, I knew you was going to take that, and that's why I didn't want to say this, because you was going to take the opportunity to go, yeah, I said so, but hold on. Billy Donovan is, without a shadow of a doubt, the reason why this team made it past San Antonio, and the reason why this team went up 3-1 against the Dubs. However, he didn't have another adjustment. I give him credit for having that plan B. The plan B got him there. But when A and B stopped working, he didn't have a C. It was too many times we saw this team come down and just take bad shots early in the shot clock, no motion, one guy dribbling, everybody else with their hands on their knees, spectating like they got good tickets at the game. I don't know what happened to this team. I said to you, I said, LeParis, there is absolutely no way this team can lose 3 games in a row. They did. It's unfortunate, man, because I wanted to see KD get back so bad, man, because he's a likable guy. But let's face it, KD got to hold some of that L too. KD had terrible performances in Game 6 and 7. Now, when you look at the stat sheet of Game 7, he finished looking okay because he had a pretty good fourth quarter. But let's face it, he had a less than superstar performance in Game 6 and 7. So you got Mark Cuban saying it's only one superstar on that team, and it's Kevin Durant. At times, that team looked like they needed a true superstar. Like they needed one. As far as whether or not it's time to blow the team up, I definitely don't think it is, because they're right there. Like the right
Spade, but they've been right there. This was the reason this is the reason they fired Scott Brooks, to get him over the hump.
That's true.
And Billy Donovan at his press conference was like, this was my first run. I feel like we still gotta grow together. Like, KD and them been in the league for like 10 years. Like,
that ain't Billy's fault, though. I mean, you got to give a coach time to get, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not his fault. You don't come in and say, Billy, this is your first year, but it's KD's ninth. So I'm holding you accountable for all 9 of his years of not getting over the hump. That's not fair to Billy. I will say this, though. And I realize that I feel like they a couple of, I'm not even saying moves like free agency moves, and maybe that is it, but I just felt like they had the formula. And I don't know, man. They right there, though. I would hate to say blow it up. What is KD going to do? all of the reports are pretty much making all the sense in the world. If you a 10-year NBA vet, you can get more money than a 9-year vet. So it makes more sense for him to do the LeBron route, which is sign a 2-year deal, which is a 1-year deal with a player option, with an opt-out. Russ will be a free agent next year. I think you see KD go back for another year. They make another run at it. Depending on how next year goes, Russ and KD both could bolt the hell up out of OKC. But I think you'll see this team back together at least one more year, and I think they make another deep playoff push because the Spurs are older. I think they could potentially be back in the Western Conference Finals next year with the same roster.
Spade.
You don't like it, but I'm sorry.
Spade. First of all, I want to commend you for saying you was wrong about Billy Donovan because Billy Donovan.
Whoa. I never said I was wrong. You
gave him hella credit. You gave him hella credit. You said he should have been coach of the year. You said Billy Donovan was it.
Well, I didn't go there.
If you guys are new to the show, we do this segment called It Ain't. We had Billy Donovan up there episodes ago, maybe like around episode 50. Okay. And we said Billy Donovan, and Spade agreed. Spade said Billy Donovan ain't it. Then a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, Spade said Billy Donovan it. Now Spade back. And see what I'm saying, Spade? Now Billy Donovan got my dog, KSpadeTheProspect, up here eating crow, and I don't like it. Billy Donovan, you still ain't it. First of all, it's typical Thunder, man. I said it on the show. I said, man, I'm scared of them. I wished it would have been 2-2 or 3-2 because them being up 3-1, it was set up for a Thunder collapse, and I had a feeling. I said, man, the Thunder can thunder this up.
Yeah. They
can thunder this up. So I feel like if it was 3-2 or 2-2 or, if it was like it was one of those type of situations, I think they would have played a lot better, man. Game 6 was just atrocious by KD. And Game 7, man, woo! Man, yo, like, I gotta blame that on coaching. Game 7, I gotta blame that on coaching. As far as KD, I agree with you. Huh?
What about Game 6?
Game 6, KD was just they was up, and KD was just doing some nonsense. And I don't know if Billy Donovan don't have the. I don't know, but he should have. I would have pulled KD out the game and been like, "Take a seat for a minute, bro, because you wilding. You really costing us." Like he was just out there jacking. He was. I don't know, man. Like that. It was just really. Yeah. He was taking terrible shots, man. He was. I mean, Westbrook had a couple turnovers down the stretch I didn't like, but that's typical Russ. KD usually don't take those type of insane. Like he was just jacking for no reason. Like no reason. They was up. It was just insane. Anyway, as far as KD leaving OKC, I agree with you 100%. I think I actually wrote on Twitter and I said, man, KD might as well just re-up right now. Re-up for 2 years, which your opt-out joint, and then make the decision when you could get like $255 million.
Yeah, get that money.
Now that's a lot of bread. So it's just a smart business move for him to re-up for 2 years. Mm-hmm. As far as blowing it up, Spade, I don't want to say blow it up, but it's not working, Spade. It don't work. Westbrook and KD do not work. They get right there, and they have you like, oh, my God, the Thunder, and then they thunder. Like, it does not work. Like, man, I'm going to tell you what, Spade, and then we can move on. People killed LeBron, and people are killing LeBron right now about going to the finals this amount of times, being this record in the finals. And I mean, LeBron literally took the band of misfits to the finals when he was with the Cavs. I mean, he had help. He had help with the Heat, but when he took the Cavs to the finals the first go round, mm-hmm. Man, it was he really had a band of misfits. Last year, all his dudes was hurt. He was pretty much out there with the whole team on his back, damn near average a triple-double the whole series. And people still killed LeBron. People for some reason, they don't really kill KD the way they kill LeBron. They kill Westbrook like they kill LeBron, but they don't kill KD. And I want to say it may be time to blow this situation up in Oklahoma City, man.
Can I reel you in, though?
Like those players. But it may be time to blow this up, Spade.
Can I reel you back in for a minute?
Go ahead.
Losing after being up 3-1 looks bad.
Looks terrible, Spade.
Looks terrible. Nobody gave the Thunder a chance to even be there. By the pros, analysts, they wasn't even supposed to beat the Spurs. We saying it's not working. They lost to a 73-win team with the first unanimous MVP and the guy who just shattered the three-point record in the season. Steph made 12,000 threes this past season. I'm exaggerating. They didn't lose to a bad team. They pushed the Warriors to 7 games. Let me ask you this. You're saying it's not working, it's possibly time to blow it up. Would you feel the same way if they was down 3-1 and they forced a 7-game series and still lost? Would you feel the same way?
Spade, I'm not even saying it's time to blow it up because of this. I'm saying it's time to blow it up because we done seen this from them for 6-7 years. It's time for this to be over. Like, this is what we getting from the Thunder. This is it. I think this is it. This is what we got. They're gonna get to Western Conference Finals or the semifinals or maybe the finals. But the Thunder, this is it. This is what we're gonna get from the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is it.
You blow up a team who a first round exit. You don't blow up a team who's right here. But that's just my opinion.
They've been right here.
We're gonna go ahead and move forward, man. As LePere said, we need to go ahead and transition into the actual NBA Finals. We got a Finals rematch from last season. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James trying to get one for the land, believe land, and we got the babyface assassin Steph Curry and his team of competitors, because that entire team needs to be mentioned in this intro. That entire team is balling. Y'all let me know if that music too loud, yo. I cut that joint down some. Anyway, the Finals is set up to be what Hoops fans want to see. Everybody like me who said a healthy Cavaliers team could have beat that Warrior team last season, you get a chance to see if that's really true. Everybody who says, man, I wish they had Kyrie and Love, they still would have got beat, you get a chance to see that scenario. Game 1 has already been played and LeBron and his Cavaliers look like deer in headlights. It did not go well. I'm trying to calm people down saying, wait a minute, this game was in the Oracle. There's so many factors that went into it. Cleveland had to travel. Of course, the Warriors had just closed out a series there in Oakland, so they were straight. But, LeParis, I got to let you know, man, I'm putting you on the hot seat right here on live stream TV, bro. What you think about this thing and give me some predictions. You in the hot seat.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the Pick'em game, or the Pick'em series. But, Spade, I got to say, man, I think the Cavs, and we heard some of the ex-NBA players speak on this. Me and you kind of talked about this off camera. But I got to say, I think the Cavs missed the opportunity right there, man. I mean, you're not going to get another game when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson combine for 20 points. I don't think we will see that again this whole series. So they definitely missed the opportunity. But when players and people talk about the others, when they talk about the others, this is what they're talking about. Sean Livingston, Barbosa, I think Iggy came off the bench that game. I think Harrison Barnes actually started. But Iggy, I don't even think Spade played any minutes. But those three guys right there, Iggy, Barbosa, and Livingston, man, they played phenomenal. When we speak on the others, that's what we're talking about. Guys that can help your team win off the bench. And I think the Cavs missed a huge opportunity by not getting game 1 with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson only combining for 20 points and letting those other guys beat them, scoring like 40-something points in game 1. They had an opportunity where they could have stole that joint at home, and they didn't. The others for the Cavs didn't show up at all. Channing Frye, we just bigged you up. Where were you? Iman Shumpert, where Dellavedova, where are the others for the Cavs, man? LeBron damn near, he was like one dime short of a triple-double again. Kyrie played, scored a lot of points, scored well, but he shot a lot. Kevin Love came out, looked like he was ready to play, had a couple bonehead plays during the game, but nonetheless, I think he had 17 and 13. Spade, we talked off camera, and I said, man, I think Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love got to combine for 60 to 75 points for the Cavs to have a shot to win this series. Spade, I'm gonna give my prediction of who wins the NBA Finals, and
let's hear it.
It's gonna hurt my heart, man.
Why is it gonna hurt?
It's gonna hurt my heart. But I gotta say, I see the Warriors winning in 6, man. And that's not me hating. That's not me hating on the Warriors. I just want to, I still got a little bit of that 72-10 Bulls in me, man. And I really want, it ain't. Don't mean a thing if you don't got that ring. And the Thunder jacked that up for me last week.
Right.
So I really don't see nobody. I really don't see nobody beating this team, man. Especially when Curry and Clay can have that type of game, and then those other guys step up. I don't see them. I don't see them losing. I don't see them losing.
Okay. I'll buy some of that. You talk about the others that didn't show up. I definitely agree. A huge disappointment in game 1 was J.R. Smith with 3 points. JR, I tweeted before the series started, before the game started. To me, the X factors in that series was going to be J.R. Smith and Fry. Like, those two guys right there, if they can get you between 10 and 15 each, I like the Cavs in this series.
Let me ask you, Spade. Do you think that they saying JR a little injured when he slid on the floor, you hurt his hand or his wrist? Like, right. Do you buy some of that?
Well, I think JR was not playing well before the dive. The dive was, I watched that game. I can't remember what quarter it was in, but he didn't start the game off diving on the floor hurting his hand. He wasn't playing well before that, Yeah. So I don't think that's a lot of it. JR is the type of guy that he's a rhythm guy. If he gets into that rhythm, look out. He never got into a rhythm in game 1. Never got into a rhythm whatsoever. Kyrie got to be better. Kyrie has got to be better. To me, and people are looking at LeBron's numbers.
When you say better, you mean more efficient or what?
Everything. More efficient, and as well as setting teammates up, man. Kyrie gets in this going back and forth thing sometimes. You got to let that go. He gets in that a lot. People look at Bron's numbers and go, well, Bron was like one dime off of a trip dub. Well, as a Miami fan, I saw a lot of this Bron. I don't particularly like this LeBron. LeBron can't get 19, 20. You can't do that, Bron. You ain't got the supporting cast for you to get 19 and 20. I'm sorry. You thought you left Miami and you had a team that you could do 19, 20 in the playoffs? And no, you don't. You might well stay in Miami for that. Yeah. Bron's got to give you high 20s. I'm talking.
That's what I'm saying, Spade. I think them three got to combine from 60 to 75. If they don't, they lose.
I definitely agree.
They lose.
However, I don't think Warriors win in 6. I think Warriors win in 7. And I say that because people looking at the discrepancy of the score in game 1 and they going, oh, Cavs in trouble. But if you think about it, I mean, OKC had some really big wins against Golden State. Even Toronto posted some pretty, I mean, we didn't even think Toronto was going to win a game, but they posted some pretty big wins against the Cavs. When the Cavs are bad, they are bad. But that's not the Cavs team you're going to see every night. I think you're going to see a different Cavs team in game 2. And I definitely think you're going to see a different Cavs team in Cleveland. I got it going 7. I think Golden State, they just too deep of a team, man. Like, people talk Golden State, they Splash Brothers.
First-round picks, homie.
How many?
First-round picks on that team, man.
That's insane. That's 12. Insane. They so deep that somebody can have Bron can't have an off night and those Cavaliers win.
Yeah, man.
But that kind of sets up the next thing. That's kind of how I feel about it, man. I'm ready to move forward if you are. I ain't changed the background, man, so I still got Toronto behind me.
Yeah, before we move forward, Spade, I want to say this as well. Man, LeBron really. I don't know if LeBron can. I'm pretty sure he could. I don't know if LeBron can have that type of series like he had last year. He was putting up
crazy
40,
numbers.
18, and 9, just insane numbers. But I said on Twitter, Spade, I said Kevin Love can't play like a hoe, and he didn't. He had 17 and 13. You can't complain. I mean, I want more from Kevin Love, but you can't complain about them numbers. 17 and 13. But Tristan Thompson, you signed $82 million. You just got dropped off by Bismack Biyombo. You had maybe 1 or 2 good games in that series. Tristan, can you play better? LeBron needs some type of help. Somebody got to show up. Somebody other than LeBron and Kyrie. And Kyrie might have shot what? I don't have the numbers in front of me, Spade. It might have been 9 or 24 or something. It was something crazy like that. But somebody other than LeBron and Kyrie got to show up. They need help. If LeBron have an off game, the Cavs definitely lose. You look at Steph and Clay having an off game, not a Steph and Clay type of game. I'm doing quote fingers here. And I mean, they still was able to get 40-something points out of their bench, which is just amazing. And this is why I can't pick against the Warriors. And like I said, I hope I'm wrong because I'm that Chicago Bull fan, and it's 72-10 to the end. You know what I'm saying? LeBron needs some help, man. I'm interested to know what the fans and the supporters think. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you live with us right now, we'll see what you guys think after the show. I got a great topic next, Spade. Speaking of the most valuable player, Steph Curry, not having a Steph Curry-like game and the others stepping up, it makes me want to talk about most valuable player. And I know you guys are like, wait, you guys talked about this already. Steph already got it. That's not what I want to talk about. If you guys don't follow us on Twitter, you can follow my homie at the letter K, Spade64. You can follow me at Authentic973 on Twitter. We kind of was talking about it on Twitter a little bit. Also follow the Strong Arm Sports Twitter handle. All links will be in the description down below. Listen, we kind of talked about this on Twitter a little bit, and we was talking about if LeBron was off the Cavs, they would be a lottery team. And people were saying, well, if Steph Curry wasn't on the Warriors, there'd be a 55-60 win team. And people was like, what? You take LeBron off the Cavs, they still make the playoffs in the East. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I think, it kind of grinds some gears with us saying that. Spade, first of all, I already know how you feel. I read your Twitter. You was talking about it on Twitter and off camera. Right. But just let the folks know how you feel about that. And then I'll get back into my most valuable player stance. Go ahead.
Yeah. LaParrish just did a great job of dropping Twitter handles. Shout out to the great Patriot who threw him in the chat as well. We like to talk sports. We like to talk sports so much that we talk it a lot. Like, we really talk sports a lot. We be at Xbox Live parties talking sports. We talk sports on social media outlets. Anybody who want to talk sports, usually if I'm by my phone, I talk it with you, as long as you're respectful. Like, if you coming at me crazy, you about to get the Kimbe. Just let me put that out there. But the conversation came up. Somebody was saying that the Cavs would be a lottery team without LeBron. And somebody was like, you crazy. They got this person, this person, and this person. Yeah. And I just kind of got in their business. They ain't really invite me, but you can do that on Twitter. And I was just telling the parents, I said, it's crazy. People were saying they got J.R. Smith, they got Iman Shumpert, they got Kyrie Irving. And it was just funny to me. I'm like, you're talking about the same Kyrie that was a lottery draft pick for the Cavs. And after his first season, the Cavs still had another damn lottery draft pick. That Kyrie is going to save the day. Somebody said, well, Kevin Love was putting up dominant numbers. You talking about the same guy who was putting up dominant numbers, who couldn't get 20 wins a season, who never saw the playoffs before he come to Cleveland? These two losers is going to carry a franchise. You're talking about the same J.R. Smith that the Knicks was so ready to get rid of.
So Iman in there too.
And you talking about the Iman Shumpert that was sitting on the bench beside J.R. for Knicks. I mean, these guys look like a unit because of LeBron James. Let's not kid ourselves.
That's right.
LeBron is making these guys look better than they look by themselves, which is why LeBron is such a valuable player. Yeah. Let's not mistake it. I like Kyrie. Kyrie's a great player. Kyrie's not a winner. I like Kevin Love. Kevin Love is a great player. Kevin Love is not a winner. J.R. Smith is not a winner. Iman Shumpert is not a winner. These guys, I put it like this. If you take that Cavaliers team with the roster they got today, and the first game of the season, LeBron James goes down with a season-ending injury. Let me knock on some wood because I don't want that one to happen. But if LeBron went down in game one with a season-ending injury, it ain't no way on God's green earth that Cavaliers team makes the playoffs.
I don't believe it either, bro.
In the East, they do not make the playoffs. And I just feel like if you're telling yourself that they do, you're lying to yourself. And it's all right to lie to others, but when you're lying to yourself, you got a problem. Well, and we need to stop that. At the same time, if you look at this Golden State team, in game one of the regular season, if Steph Curry goes down, that team winning 53 games this season. 50 at least. You can bet your ass on it. They might pick up a 6, 7, 8 seed in the West, and they still going to the playoffs. Am I saying they win it all? Maybe not. But let's be real. Golden State going to the playoffs without Steph. For comparisons, if you want to know, we got a chance to see both teams play some without their stars in small sample sizes. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Cavaliers were 1-6 without LeBron on the court. And I'm not sure what Golden State's record was without Steph, but we just saw damn near 2 weeks in the playoffs without Steph. Golden State looked like they were still taking care of business. Let's not kid yourself. So, LeParis, that's where I stand on it. I know what you stand.
I just want to say one more thing, Spade. I want to speak on the most valuable player thing, but I think LeBron got people spoiled. Like, LeBron is such a great player. Like, LeBron is such a great player that he takes so much pressure off his teammates. He takes so much pressure off his teammates, and he make all those guys look better. Like, he make all those guys look better. He got Tristan Thompson paid. He got Mozgov paid. Like, he just takes so much pressure off other guys. If you remove LeBron from that situation, and I see people on the live stream right now saying that the Cavs will be a 7th, 8th seed without LeBron James.
I don't see it.
If you remove LeBron from that situation, Kyrie, who we never seen play a full season,
still,
it will be more pressure on him. He will have to play more games, which will lead to more minutes. And knowing Kyrie, he probably would end up hurt again. Knowing Kyrie. So then it would be Kevin Love, JR, Iman, Dellavedova, Mozgov, and Tristan. Like, let's look at that lineup. That lineup ain't making the playoffs. Anyway, that's, you know what, I'm off that. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, I don't give the NCAA any credit. Like, I don't like the NCAA. I don't mean NCAA like basketball. I'm talking about the NCAA organization. But they got it right.
You mean the nonprofit organization?
Most valuable. Go ahead.
You talking about the nonprofit organization?
Yeah, the nonprofit organization
that makes billions of dollars a year. Yeah, all right, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't like them, but they got it right. Instead of it being most valuable player in the NBA, which people, the argument is Steph was most valuable player this year. LeBron came out and was like, I definitely think he was MVP, but most valuable, this is why most valuable gets skewed, because value is opinionated. Like, somebody could be like, Steph was the most valuable player. If you remove Steph, I know people going to disagree with us. If you remove Steph, I think the Warriors suck. I don't know how you think that, but I'm pretty sure it's somebody in this chat right now saying that. But if you remove you remove Harden from the Rockets, they are lottery teams. They are, and people get the lottery jacked up. They think a lottery team is the team that has the first 5 picks. Right. No, the lottery is from 1 through 14. The Bulls was just a lottery team.
The Bulls was a lottery team this year. Tell them, bro.
We had a 0% chance to get the first pick in the draft, but we was a lottery team.
Yep.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Bulls got Derrick Rose in the same position. I could be wrong. I know somebody's going to correct me. But if I'm not mistaken, the Bulls got Derrick Rose in that same position. Anyway.
Yeah.
The NCAA got it right. Instead of most valuable player, I would rather them say most outstanding player. Steph Curry, definitely the most outstanding player this year in the league. Steph Curry lit the league up. He's the most outstanding player this year in the league. Valuable? I don't know, because I think if you remove LeBron from the Cavs, I think they're a lottery team. You remove James Harden from the Rockets, lottery team. Like, look at that lineup. That's who I love, by the way. But who moves into the 2 if James Harden not in it? Jason Terry? They picked up Beasley late, so they got Ariza, they got Monty Humans, and Dwight. I'm looking at that lineup, lottery team.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just keep it real. I think valuable is skewed. I would rather them say most outstanding player, and Steph Curry would definitely be most outstanding player of the year. I know he won MVP, and this ain't no shade, because I see people saying I'm hating. This ain't hate. This is just true.
And this is just our opinions too. Like, at the end of the day, bro, we don't know what the Cavs would do without Bron, because we don't have to see that. You know, it's just a matter of opinion. So, like, I ain't want nobody to get like super tight with me. This is just our opinions based on what we've seen, and I find it hard to believe you could think something different.
Like, I understand what Ron was saying when he was like, valuable. I don't know. I feel like I'm valuable to my team. Steph Curry probably feels he's valuable to his team. But if you remove Steph, they still get 50 to 60 wins. Yeah. If you remove LeBron, they a lottery team. Yeah. Like, I think LeBron has a lot of people spoiled. Like, oh, these guys are great. You don't think LeBron got something to do with that? Man, if LeBron would have kept Wiggins, Anthony Bennett probably wouldn't be playing. But if LeBron would have kept Wiggins, I think the Cavs still be right here where they at right now in the finals with Wiggins.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know what they think, Spade. I know a lot of people are probably going to say I'm hating. I'm really not hating because I like Steph Curry. I'm probably the only person on this show that likes Steph Curry.
That's a shot at me, bro. I love the little fella.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the dude because I like him, but I think valuable is skewed. I would rather them say most outstanding player, like the NCAA.
Okay, we can move forward. Before we do, I take every opportunity to give shouts out to my boy. So let me do this right here while we speaking value. This don't even have nothing to do with the show. I just pulled something up right quick.
Oh, Lord.
This man right here, I'm finna give you some stats. This man right here was snubbed from all NBA first team, second team, and third team. He ain't all NBA anything. Check this out right here. Played in all 82 games, no injuries. You know what I'm saying? Which, like, LePage, you know, you and I, we always say it's the difference between being injured and hurt.
Yeah.
Like, injured is can't play, hurt is I'm going to show up and do what I can do anyway. Played in all 82 games. Where we at? Averaged 29 points a game, 6 boards, 8 dimes, and 2 steals. That's, you know, this article I'm reading right here said those numbers haven't been matched since Bron in 2010. Almost 30 points a game, 6 boards, 8 dimes, and 2 steals. And that guy played in all 82 games, and he ain't all NBA anything. Way to go, NBA, for screwing something else up. You ready to move forward, bro?
Let's move forward, man.
All right. Everybody want to talk Muhammad Ali. Hold on. We got one more segment we're going to throw in. We're going to talk about the NFL Pro Bowl because the Pro Bowl is something that the NFL wants to be great. They really want it to be great, and it's just not. So they keep trying different things. So now they said the fantasy football aspect we took, where we had Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin out here drafting players, we're going to scrap that because we think that made our ratings go down. So we're going to scrap that. We're going back to the traditional format, and you ready for the kicker? And we moving it to Orlando.
Oh, my God.
I think moving it to Orlando is going to save it. I know you got an opinion burning on it. Let me go in first.
Okay.
Moving it to Orlando definitely isn't helping. The only thing it might be helping is travel costs for the NFL. That's the only thing it might be helping. And I don't think the fantasy aspect helped or hurt it. I give them credit for trying to flavor it up. It didn't really seem to catch on. It just made it a little more difficult to follow for what it was worth because you didn't like. Now you can look for all your favorite players in the NFC if your favorite team is in the NFC. So I think going back would make it easier to follow, but I don't think that format is going to help ratings. I think the Pro Bowl should just be trashed. Y'all talking about blowing something up, like let's just blow up the Pro Bowl. But depends how you feel on it.
Spade, I give the dunk contest so much hell.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Every year I get a dunk contest. So like, man, just scrap the dunk contest and, you know, Spade. If anything needs to be scrapped, it needs to be the Pro Bowl. Let me tell you something. First of all, shout out to the only person I know in Orlando, and that's the homie Godzilla. The only person I know in Orlando.
Right.
But, shout out to Disney World. I think Disney World down there, Disneyland. Is it Disney World or Disneyland? Whichever one down there. One of them down there. Shout out to that too. Anyway. The best thing about the Pro Bowl was going to Hawaii. Now you gotta stay in Orlando. Come on, man. NFL. You talking about the ratings? This should boost the. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody watching the Pro Bowl. The players don't want to play in the Pro Bowl. Coaches don't want to coach the Pro Bowl. We don't want to watch the Pro Bowl, and I don't know. We talk about this every year at the end of the season when the Pro Bowl swing on back around. We're gonna be talking it again before the championship, before the Super Bowl. We're gonna be talking about this again. The Pro Bowl. The NFL just won't let the Pro Bowl go. We say every year on this show, Spade, let the Pro Bowl go. Bring back the challenges when people was running the 40 and weightlifting and doing target practice with throwing footballs. Like, bring back like the skills challenge. Bring that back instead of the Pro Bowl. I don't know why the NFL love the Pro Bowl. I get it because people buy tickets. It fills a stadium. Regardless whether we watching on TV or not, people go to that joint. I wouldn't.
It'd be mad empty seats out there, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's some empty seats, Spade, but people still buy tickets. And I guess the NFL, like, hey, if we can get $100,000 instead of scrapping it and getting no money, that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just I'm reading the chat and somebody said take the Pro Bowl to London.
Yeah, maybe they'll watch it.
Yeah, maybe they'll watch it. Maybe that stadium will fill up. But I know we don't want to see the Pro Bowl. Like I said, I think it's a good thing they're going back to the AFC, NFC. But we still don't want to watch it. We still don't want to watch it. I don't care. I don't know, Spade. They got to scrap the Pro Bowl, man. Get the Pro Bowl out of here.
To kind of piggyback off of what you said, if you're a player and you've had this long, excruciating season, your body's kind of, hurt and broken down, and you get an invitation to the Pro Bowl. First of all, 9 times out of 10, I hate to say it, if you got an invitation to the Pro Bowl, you probably ain't the guy they wanted anyway, because it's been turned down 2 or 3 times before it got to you. So that's another thing that makes the Pro Bowl lose value. You're not even watching the Pro Bowl players. You're not watching actual All-Stars because they either in the Super Bowl or they just don't feel like going. So here you are, you finally get the call, and the one incentive to go, you go in there and you look at your wife or your kids, your family, and you say, let's go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Let's go to Hawaii. This game don't count. Ain't nobody hitting no more. R.I.P. Sean Taylor. Sean Taylor was the last guy in there hitting. Ain't nobody hitting no more. So let's go to Hawaii. But now you got to go look at your wife and kids and say, let's go to Orlando. So the kids are going to say, let's go to Disney World and Universal Studios and SeaWorld. And you're going to end up spending a little bit of bonus you would have made at the Pro Bowl anyway. So now nobody's going to want to go. You're going to start seeing guys in the Pro Bowl.
They're going to be like, let's just take the drive up the hill.
Exactly. You're gonna start seeing players in the Pro Bowl you don't even know. You're gonna be like, who is number 18? You ain't even gonna know who those guys are. I think the Pro Bowl, we solved this problem, NFL. Listen, scrap the Pro Bowl, bring back the skills challenge. All right, LaPaz, let's give the people what they want, man.
We gotta move on. And we gotta talk about the GOAT, man, the greatest of all time, the first charismatic athlete he was like Floyd, you guys are too young, but he was like Floyd Mayweather back then times 10. Really. Like, he came up with a bunch of little cliches, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, got a lot of quotables. We got to say rest in peace to the great Muhammad Ali, man. Cassius Clay, the great Muhammad Ali, has passed away at 74 years old, man. And, Muhammad Ali, I wasn't born when Muhammad Ali was fighting, but I done seen enough Muhammad Ali fights to know that this guy was one of a kind, man. Muhammad Ali, he got a lot of quotables. Spade posted one on his gram or on his Twitter, on his gram. One of the best ones. That's one of my favorite ones. But he got so many. Like, you could just pick anyone. Like, he got one that say, live every day like it's your last. Like, he got just a whole bunch of them, man. Muhammad Ali is definitely one of the greats, and he will definitely be missed, man. Definitely. Spade, give your thoughts.
Yeah, we did want to start the show, on a somber note. Yeah. The whole Muhammad Ali thing, it bothers me. And I'm trying not to get choked up, but a lot of people don't know. I haven't even really discussed it, but Muhammad Ali's quote changed my life back in December last year. I was at a gig that I just absolutely hated, 14 and a half years in, and I walked out. A lot of people don't know that, but I walked out on a Muhammad Ali quote, basically. Basically said something along the lines of, a man who isn't courageous enough to take a chance is a man that's destined for failure. Like, you can't succeed at something you are afraid to try. And, I just got tremendous amount of love for the guy. He put himself on the front line of so much criticism his entire life. And he was always that person. He took criticism. He took racism. He just took all kinds of abuse, not just in the ring, outside of the ring, man. Tremendous guy, means a lot to me. And he,
civil rights activist, philanthropist, great athlete, and love sports, man. And let me tell you something, man. Muhammad Ali was I never met Muhammad Ali, of course, but to me, outside looking in, he seemed like one of those guys that truly loved people. It seemed to me like he just loved people, and
yeah, man.
It kind of makes me feel. It kind of make me feel like to the people that support this show, man. I know we not this big show. It's 2:00 on a Saturday afternoon. You guys could be out doing anything.
Whatever.
You could, and when I end the show, when I be like, man, we really do appreciate you guys for coming to rock with us, choosing to spend 2 hours or however long, a couple of hours with us during a Saturday afternoon when you guys could be out in the movies, chasing girls, doing whatever. You guys choose to kick it with us, man. When I say I appreciate you guys at the end of the show, I honestly mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I honestly mean that from the bottom of my heart. And to me, Muhammad Ali seems like he was one of those guys. I remember when he lit the torch, when the Dream Team played, and I think that was maybe, 1992? He lit the Olympic torch, and I mean, he had Parkinson's. He could barely walk, and he lit the torch. It was just a special moment. I just want to say rest in peace to Muhammad Ali. You will be greatly missed, and I want to say thank you, man. Thank you.
I tried to push that segment back, and it still got me choked up. We might as well went on and did it first. It still got me choked up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, gone but never forgotten, for sure. Let's go ahead and move on so I can get some dry eyes in here.
Yeah, let's lighten it up, man. Let's lighten it up.
All right, so a new segment we want to add to the show is a segment where we're going to spotlight any old athlete. I'm saying old, but any athlete you guys may not know. We recognize the fact that we some old guys. I don't feel old. I mean, mid to late 30s, that's old to y'all? That's crazy. But anyway,
that's old to them.
That's old to y'all. So we're going to talk about athletes that you may or may not know. You may know about them from video games, something like Mud or My Team or something like that. But we really want to let you guys say, hey, look, if you got some spare time, go look this guy up. So today we're going to start this segment off with one of my favorite players. This guy right here was a point guard, right? Okay. 6 foot tall point guard, went by the name of Chris Jackson, later changed his name to Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Okay.
You guys may have heard of him. You probably know about him because he refused to, stand for the national anthem and stuff like that. But let me give you some stats on this guy that you do not know. Like I said, 6 foot tall, right? The guy was a freshman at LSU and just did things that at the time we wasn't really seeing people do. He was out of this world. I'm going to give you some of his numbers. He played Louisiana Tech, lit them up for 48 points. This is a freshman, y'all. This is a freshman. And just think about some of the guys in college. Look at Ben Simmons. Okay? Now, this is like our collegiate star. This is not a knock on Ben Simmons. Coinky Dinkley, we're at the same university. We're at LSU. But look at Ben Simmons. All this hype this man got. Look at his numbers. All right, Chris Jackson lit up Louisiana Tech for 48. He come back and gave Florida 53. Then he gave Ole Miss 55 and a record at the time, 10 threes in a collegiate NCAA game. Check this out. As a freshman, he played in 32 games. He scored 965 points his freshman year, and he averaged 30 points per game. Give you some more crazy stats about the guy. He had never dunked in an NBA game. Nobody had ever seen him dunk. I don't even think in an NCAA game. Somebody for the Nuggets had saw some footage of this dude dunking and sent it to the league, and they put him in the dunk contest. He didn't win it, but a 6 foot tall guy was in the slam dunk contest dunking like crazy. Got to give y'all that because Steph is 6'3", and y'all be like, Steph is so smart. We don't know how he does what he do. He's so smart. Like, to me, Steph not small. I saw AI dominate, smaller than Steph. I saw Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf give people buckets, smaller than Steph. Another thing that people don't know about Mahmoud is he was a lethal free throw shooter. Like, at the charity stripe, the dude was lethal. In the 93-94 season, he missed the NBA record by a single free throw. In that season, he shot 96% from the free throw line. I think he may have shot, I don't want to lie, I think he may have shot 93% or 92% from the free throw line for his career. Lethal shooter, man. So if you got some spare time, look up Chris Jackson or Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. The dude was a beast.
Not to mention, Spade, let me throw a quick stat in there. After he left the NBA, he went overseas and cooked them foreigners.
He cooked them
foreigners
over there.
Yeah, he cooked over there too. So, it's like he cooked over here. Then Mahmoud said, you know what? They don't want me no more over here. I'm getting a little older. I ain't about to quit. Spade, we talk about this all the time. Why don't dudes go play overseas or go play in Canada or something? And dudes just want to stick to the NBA. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, who was like, I feel like my career ain't over. And let me tell you, he signed a 2-year deal for like $3.5 million for the Turkish league and was baking foreigners over there. So Yeah, he ain't only doing it in the NBA. He did it over there too.
Yeah, man.
So
he was.
got time. Google him, look him up. Go to YouTube. I'm pretty sure he up there. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf was really He was really nice. He was nice.
He was nice. All right, bro.
Spade.
What else we got, man?
Spade. You know, the past couple of episodes, I've been asking these guys questions. I asked you guys, would you take a punch to the face by Mike Tyson for $10 million? A lot of you guys said no, that's the medical bills. Some of you guys said yeah, which is just insane. Some of you guys said I'll take a body shot. I tweeted Spade. This is why you need to follow us on Twitter, because I tweeted Spade earlier this week. Mike Tyson hit somebody with a body shot and buckling all that. He buckled all that, Spade. So this is why you guys need to follow us on Twitter. We do this all the time. I also tweeted you guys, would you guys go across the middle and take a hit from Ray Lewis for the league minimum? A lot of you guys was like, hell yeah, I'll do it. A lot of you guys said you wouldn't do it. I mean, Ray Lewis is still Ray Lewis, and he's still an NFL player. I'm not taking no hit from Ray Lewis. I got another one for you guys today. We covered boxing. We covered football. We gotta take it to baseball. If you guys don't know, we talked about the bat flip in baseball. We talked about players being hit with baseballs. A lot of you guys were saying that's baseball tradition. There's unwritten codes and rules. Since you guys don't watch baseball, you guys don't know. So it got me to thinking, what question can I ask these? Let me paint the picture. Let me paint the scenario for you guys.
All right.
Spade. First inning, Randy Johnson is on the mound. Randy Johnson, the great Randy Johnson. Okay. The dude that is known for having one of the best fastballs ever.
Okay.
Ever. First inning, you come out, you hitting against Randy Johnson, bang, you hit a home run on Randy Johnson, you bat flip. So now you know Randy Johnson ain't having that. So you go around the bases, you slow trotting, you doing your ones and twos around the bases.
I like it.
So let me fast forward a little bit. Randy Johnson's team now has the lead. They up, let's just say 5-1. They up 5-1. Your team hasn't scored any runs but your home run.
I must play for the Braves. My team trash.
Okay, yeah. So it's the ninth inning. It's the ninth inning. You the last at bat. It's 2 outs. This is it. Randy Johnson going for a complete game. Randy Johnson smokes you. Would you rather would you rather Randy Johnson smoke you with the fastball in the ribs, or would you rather Randy Johnson smoke you with the fastball in the head? Let me know.
Well, I mean, not the head. That can kill you. I ain't trying to die.
You can mess up all that internal stuff too, man.
Yeah, but I mean,
Spade, you gotta choose. You gotta choose, man.
Well, hold on.
At least you got on a helmet on your head.
Yeah, that helmet ain't. Nah, check this out. This is what you don't know about me. I used to bat switch, right? So.
Oh Lord.
No,
here we go, y'all.
True story. I used to play and I bat switch. So if I'm left-handed, I take it in the ribs. That ain't close to the heart, so I still can live. You're talking about where he gonna hit me. Either way, I'm getting hit, right?
But you. Go ahead, Spade. Go ahead.
But I'm getting hit either way, right?
Yeah, you get hit either way.
Okay. I remember watching the All-Star game. Randy Johnson threw a wild pitch, and it scared the shit out of John Kruk. John Kruk was terrified, man. He was terrified. I'm going to tell you like this. If I survive the pitch, I can tell you what's going to happen next. One of my baseball aficionados in the chat, tell me, who is the guy that got hit by the pitch and he did like a jumping side kick, he kicked the catcher and he charged him out? That's me. First thing I'm going to do is take that catcher out because I know he finna come try to pull me off of Randy Johnson. Next, I got Randy Johnson on my shoulder in the torture rack. I'm full Lex Luger with the big unit. The big unit, I got him in the torture rack. And I got to give Randy that work, man, because Randy, nah.
Yeah, so
I'm definitely not taking a fastball to the head. You would die, LaFaz.
Randy Johnson hit you with the pitch. You charging the mound?
You got to. I mean, if you can move
the mound, but I'm at least charging the mound with the bat.
I told you last show or whenever you can't do that, bro. That's against baseball's rules.
I don't care about baseball rules, man. They killed us talking about some. You guys don't know tradition. Like that's you backflip. Randy Johnson smoke you with the ball. Like what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I want to know.
He's 6'11". I thought he was like 6'5", 6'6".
No, he's 6'11", bruh.
Oh nah, probably not the torture rack. Let me think on my move, but I'm charging the mound. I know that.
A lot of people, Spade. I mean, I'm just having fun with these guys. I know nobody want to get hit in the head with the ball, but these guys, you know, baseball. These guys, it's been guys that got hit in the head. Guys has got hit in the head with getting hit by a pitch. So would you rather Randy Johnson hit you in the ribs or the head? I see a lot of people saying ribs. I'm pretty.
Nobody wants to be hit in the head, bro.
I don't want to get hit at all with the baseball. It's funny that you guys are even taking the ribs. Like, I don't want to get hit at all.
You didn't give us that option, though. You gave us this whole messed up scenario.
I mean, because I backflip. People got a problem with backflipping, and they said we was totally wrong. Backflipping is against unwritten code, but hit somebody with the ball ain't. Come on, man.
Yeah, I gotta admit. Now I am pro backflip, but I ain't backflipping on Randy. Like I hit the homer and I take my bat and I'm doing this and I look at Randy and I just gently sit that guy down and I hurry across the base path. I don't want to get hit by a pitch from Randy Johnson. I don't.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was just something fun. I figured, we'd talk about. I had some fun with you guys, man. I see a lot of you guys having fun with it, and that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, and then you got to be. I didn't know that man was 6'11". Shout out to Militant for coming through with the info. I'm not trying to be Robin Ventura. I hate to run out there and take a pitch to the ribs and get thrown in the headlock. I'm not trying to be Robin Ventura.
I see somebody also said that Randy Johnson threw a slider and killed the pigeon. He killed the bird.
He did, and feathers went everywhere.
Yeah, I'm good.
You could have made you a nice little pillow out there with all those feathers. We're going to go ahead and come to the last segment of the show for today, folks. We call this segment the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. This is a very prestigious award. It is the Heisman of podcasts. Yep. We give this award away to an athlete who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. We give this award away every week. LaParis, you are on the hot seat, my friend. Who is your strong arm performer of the week and why?
This is strong arm sports. So I got to strong arm something that has never been done before and give my award to a group of people. So we need at least 3 or 4 strong arm performer of the week awards.
Okay.
We got to ship them 4. Spade, I got to give my strong arm performer of the week to a group of players out in Golden State, and I got to give it to the Golden State Warriors, others, their bench, mainly Livingston, Iguodala, and Barbosa. Those guys came in and scored 45 points to carry the Warriors to a victory in Game 1 over the Cavaliers. Could you imagine if those guys didn't show up? We'll be having a whole different conversation on this show with the way that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson played. So for that reason, Sean Livingston, Barbosa, and Iguodala, you guys are my strong arm performer of the week, and it's basically going to the Golden State Warriors bench for showing up and carrying the Warriors to a Game 1 victory.
No doubt. That's kind of the cheesy way out, but I can't give you too much. Can't give you too much hell this week because I'm gonna kind of go the cheesy way out as well. Those guys are deserving. 45 points off the bench. It's just insane, especially in a finals game. Insane. I'm gonna give my strong arm performer of the week to the great Muhammad Ali. Like I said, man, he's an inspiration to me. He inspired so many people. That's the cheesy route too, but it's very deserving. Muhammad Ali, man, you was great, bro. You was great. Yeah. So I'm giving him my strong arm performer of the week. So LaParis, if you want to close the show out, man, we'll do some chatting with the people. I see we got somebody in the chat that want to know what's going on. So go ahead and wrap the show up, and then we'll do our chat, bro.
Okay, so like I said during the Muhammad Ali segment, when I say I truly appreciate you guys rocking with us every weekend, supporting the show on YouTube, supporting the podcast, the audio podcast on SoundCloud and on iTunes, man, I really, 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 truly, from the bottom of my heart, really believe that. I mean, I really mean that, excuse me. But as usual, if you guys miss us on the live show on Saturday 2 to 4, we do it here on EA Sports, live on EA Sports. If you missed that, you can check us out on demand on YouTube at TheFullHouseEnt.
Yep.
You know what I mean? On demand. You can skip around. You could, you know what I mean? Just listen to us on the tube.
And it'll be timestamped.
Of course. Also, if you don't want to see our mugshots on the tube or live, I mean, some of you guys like, you know what, I don't want to see these two ugly dudes on, you know, they just want to listen to us. We got audio podcasts everywhere. We on UPodOmatic. We on SoundCloud. We on iTunes. So if you want an Android, you can get us on SoundCloud. If you want Apple devices, we got iTunes. If you want neither, we got UPodOmatic. Also, UPodOmatic also has an app. You can download the UPodOmatic app, type in Strong Arm Sports. We are everywhere. Also, like I said, we want to thank you guys for tuning in every week, supporting our podcast. Love talking sports with you guys. We're going to take a few questions. Spade, if you don't got anything else to add, you got anything else?
Nah, man. Another great show, man.
Great show. We'll definitely see you guys next week. Same time, same places, because we everywhere. We everywhere.
Oh, wait. You lied
Go
to
ahead.
him. We won't see y'all next week because I will be flying to LA for E3.
Oh, or E3. That's right. E3 is coming up. You know, we gamers too. We love video games. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys that support us are also gamers. So we, you know, we'll definitely be talking a little bit of E3 on Twitter. That's why you need to follow us on Twitter. Follow the Strong Arm Sports. Follow our Twitters, man. We'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. We talk sports all the time, man.
Love it.
All the time, man. So just check us out on Twitter. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on EA Sports. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next episode. Let me say that. We'll see you guys next episode.
Peace.
Peace.